Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Flow Podcast.
The place where we help you understand English, speak English, and feel more confident in real life.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Maya.
Before we begin, tell us in the comments, what time do you usually wake up?
And don't just listen silently. Try to repeat the simple sentences with us.
All right, let's begin. Okay, so here's something to think about. The average person spends about 40% of their day on autopilot, just going through their routine. That's almost half of your life spent doing the same things over and over.
That's actually kind of wild when you think about it. It makes you wonder how much of that time we're really aware of, or even enjoying.
Exactly. And that's why routines are so fascinating. They're not just habits, they're the building blocks of how we live, how we learn, and even how we grow.
And for anyone learning a new language, routines are like a secret weapon. They're simple, they're relatable, and they're something you can practice every single day.
Right. Talking about your daily routine is one of the most practical ways to build confidence in a new language. It's something everyone can relate to, no matter where they're from.
But it's also one of those topics that can feel surprisingly tricky. Even if you know the words and the grammar, it can still be hard to describe your own life.
Totally. It's like your brain freezes when someone asks, "What's your daily routine?" even though you live it every single day.
That's why breaking it down step by step can be so helpful. It makes it feel manageable, even for beginners.
Absolutely. So let's do that. Let's walk through a day from morning to night and talk about how to describe it naturally.
Perfect. Let's start with mornings.
Mornings are such an interesting part of the day. For some people, they're peaceful and productive. For others, they're a total struggle.
I think we all know what it's like to fight with the alarm clock. So, what's your morning routine like?
Well, it starts with my alarm going off, and let me tell you, that sound feels like a personal attack every single time.
I think everyone can relate to that.
I usually hit snooze a couple of times. That's my first morning phrase, hit snooze. It means I stop the alarm for a few more minutes of sleep.
But those few more minutes can be dangerous.
Oh, absolutely. 5 more minutes can easily turn into 30. It's the most dangerous 5 minutes in the world.
After you finally get out of bed, what's next?
I head to the bathroom to brush my teeth, wash my face, and drink a glass of water.
That's a great habit. Drinking water in the morning helps you feel fresh and awake.
It really does. Then I make a cup of coffee. That's my morning lifeline.
Coffee is like a ritual for so many people.
It's not just a drink, it's a moment of transformation. Coffee helps me become a human again.
I prefer tea in the morning. It feels calmer, more grounding.
That's nice. Do you eat breakfast?
Yes, but I keep it light. Maybe some toast, fruit, or eggs. I don't like a very heavy breakfast.
Same here. If I eat too much in the morning, I feel sluggish, slow, and tired.
That's a great word for learners. Sluggish. For example, I feel sluggish after a heavy breakfast.
Exactly. After breakfast, I usually check my plan for the day. I look at my schedule and make a mental list of priorities.
That's smart. It's so easy to get distracted in the morning, especially with social media.
Oh, don't get me started. If I open social media first thing, I end up watching videos of dogs reacting to lemons.
And then you're late.
Exactly. That's why I try to check my schedule before checking my phone. A calm morning can set the tone for the whole day.
That's a great takeaway for our listeners. Let's share some useful morning phrases.
Good idea. Repeat after us. I wake up at 7.
I wake up at 7.
I brush my teeth and wash my face.
I brush my teeth and wash my face.
I have a light breakfast.
I have a light breakfast.
I get ready for the day.
I get ready for the day.
Great. Now let's move on to the afternoon.
The afternoon is usually the busiest part of the day for most people.
Definitely. It's when we're working, studying, or running errands. For me, afternoons are all about trying to stay focused.
Same. But after lunch, I sometimes hit that afternoon energy drop.
Oh, I know that feeling. It's like your brain says, focus, but your body says, nap.
So true. When that happens, I take a short break. I stand up, stretch, drink some water, and then get back to work.
That's a great strategy. A short break can really help you reset.
Absolutely. And it's important to keep your task list manageable. If you try to do too much, it can feel overwhelming.
That's why I usually write down just 2 or 3 important tasks for the afternoon.
That's a smart approach. A long to-do list can make you feel tired before you even start.
Exactly. And speaking of energy, what do you usually eat for lunch?
Something light and simple. If my lunch is too heavy, I feel slow and sluggish.
Another great word, sluggish.
For example, I feel sluggish after eating a big lunch.
Perfect. Let's practice some afternoon phrases.
I take a break.
I take a break.
I get back to work.
I get back to work.
I try to stay focused.
I try to stay focused.
Now let's move on to the evening.
Evenings are my favorite part of the day. It's when I finally feel relaxed and creative.
I love evenings too. It's a time to slow down and reflect.
After work, I usually close my laptop, clean my desk, and step away from work.
That's so important. If you don't step away, work can stay in your mind all night.
Exactly. And then even when you're eating dinner, you're still in office mode.
Office mode at dinner is not good.
No, it's not. After dinner, I like to relax by watching something, listening to music, or talking with family.
That's a great way to unwind. I usually prepare a few things for the next day, like checking my bag or writing reminders.
That's smart. A peaceful evening sets you up for a better morning.
Absolutely. Let's practice some evening phrases.
I go for a walk.
I go for a walk.
I clear my head.
I clear my head.
I prepare for tomorrow.
I prepare for tomorrow.
Now let's talk about night routines.
Night routines are so important. Good sleep affects everything: your energy, your mood, even your learning.
Totally. Before bed, I try to wind down by reading or listening to calm music.
That's a great phrase. Wind down. It means to relax before sleeping.
For example, I wind down by reading a book.
Perfect. Let's wrap it up by putting everything together.
Imagine someone asks, "What's your daily routine?" You can say,
I wake up, get ready, work or study, take breaks, relax in the evening, and wind down before bed.
simple, natural, and easy to remember.
And with practice, it will feel even more natural.
That's the key. Practice.
Thank you for joining us today.
Keep practicing, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.